ballet itself is such a beautiful art form, and the technique is so fascinating in watching the turns and, of course, the leaps and the partner work. How did you first fall in love with ballet? What got you into this?
Well, it was my sister, actually. She was doing ballet in Ottawa. I came from a small little city called Hull, Quebec, totally francophone, no understanding of English whatsoever, but she took ballet at a local school, which was called Classical Ballet Studio, and they were doing Nutcracker, and she came to my mother and said that her teacher was asking if there were any little brothers that could come and be part of Nutcracker. So my mother, who had an eye for a bargain, because it was free, sent three of us, the three younger ones, to be part of Nutcracker. Now, the other two boys, my brother Laurent and my brother Paul, both became professors at university, so I felt they lost out, and I became a ballet dancer. But that's how it started, with a Nutcracker from my sister.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And it's great that your whole family participated in that. I see that you're also a sought-after ballet instructor across the world, really. You've been to Japan, you've been overseas.
Yes.
Tell me what that's like. The thing that's nice about ballet is I assume that all the classes are in French because that's the vocabulary. Yes. So tell me what it's like to be in a completely different country, speaking a completely different language, yet communicating through this art form.
Well, it's never been too difficult. Actually, communication as far as instruction is usually either in English or French, because I can do both fairly well. So it's okay. But the reason I became an instructor a bit all over the world is partially because of my association with a wonderful man who's now passed away. His name was Rudy van Danzig, and he had several beautiful works, and he asked me many times, can you go and set this work in Tokyo, or set this work in Hong Kong, or in Florence, or in Athens? And I said, well, yeah, I'd love to. And so I started to do this. And also for many years I was one of Evelyn Hart's partner. So she had many different partners, that at work, and we would go dance together in many different cities and stuff like that. So I got to meet people. Then I would be invited back to go teach either class or coach a work or something of that nature. So those connections, it's how you build it. And then, yes, ballet is codified in French, and this partially is because Louis XIV, who was considered himself a dancer, set a académie de danse, and they started defining words for ballet steps. So frappé, jeté, arabesque, tour en l'air, all of those come from the French, as music was codified by the Italians. So most of the terms for music is Italian, where for ballet it's French, and that's because of who started first to codify the various either musical phrasing or notes or ballet steps.
Well, I cannot wait to see Royal Winnipeg Ballet's Dracula here at the Hanover Theatre. Again, that's going to be Tuesday, November 15th. Starts at 7:30 p.m. This particular performance is generously sponsored by College of the Holy Cross. I just have to say that the tickets are very reasonably priced. They start at just $39, and for a world-class ballet like this, that is incredible.